Good morning, children. Today we'll do a poem. It is The Eagle and the Beetle. Okay, now it's by Vikram Seth. Okay, now this is just like a fable. Okay, you know what a fable is? A fable is a short story which is written in either prose or poetry that expresses a moral using animals, forces of nature, or plants and other inanimate objects. Okay, so all of you are familiar with fable. You would have read about, this in your lower classes. Now, this is a picture here of a very famous fable. Okay, so looking at that, you would have by now understood what it is. This is the story of a grasshopper, the ant and the grasshopper. Okay, so you're familiar with this. That is, the ant can be seen here working the whole day. Okay, while the grasshopper is seen singing and dancing. Okay, the whole of summer it spends its days and nights singing and dancing without working, while the ants can be seen working hard day in and day out. And when winter comes, the ants have plenty to eat, while the grasshopper did not have anything. So from this, what do you understand? Okay, so it's like it's a story meant just for you. That is, you'll have to work hard if you have to succeed. Okay, so children, if you do your work regularly, you don't have to get scared or frightened when the exams come here. You have studied your part. Okay, so the exams are going to be very, very easy for you. Okay, now let's come to the poet. Here, the poet here is Vikram Seth, who was born in 1952, and he's an Indian poet, novelist, and travel writer, known for his verse novel The Golden Gate, and written in 1986, and his epic novel A Suitable Boy. Seth has also published 5 volumes of poetry. So here today we are going to do this poem. Okay. A beetle loved a certain hare and wandered with him everywhere. They went to face and feast together, took walks in any kind of weather, talked of the future and the past, on sunny days or overcast. But since their friendship was so pleasant, lived for the most part in the present. Okay, so here we have a beetle, and it used to love a certain hare. And both of them used to move around. They used to wander with, everywhere. Okay, so they went to face, they went to the markets, they went to feast together. And in any kind of weather, they used to walk around in any kind of weather, whether it was sunny or whether it was rainy or even the winter season, they used to walk together. And they also talked about the future days, the past days, or even on sunny days, and even when on cloudy days also, they used to, talk about the future and the past. But since their friendship was so pleasant, lived for the most part in the present. So they used to live, they used to enjoy themselves. They used to, not think of the future. They never used to, worry themselves about the future. They used to live for the present. Okay. Now let's come to the rhyming scheme. Okay, now look at this hare. Okay, the last line here. A beetle loved a certain hare. Okay, hare rhymes with everywhere. Next is together. Together rhymes with weather. Past rhymes with overcast. Pleasant with present. Okay, so let's come to, let's name this AA. Okay, then together and weather, BB. Past, overcast, CC. Pleasant, present, DD. Okay, so the rhyming scheme is AA, BB, CC, DD. Okay, so rhyming scheme is AA, BB, CC, DD. Okay, now Another thing to be noted is the poet here has used rhyming couplets. That is, if you look at the, that is every two lines here rhyme. Okay, so this is called a rhyming couplet. Now let's come to the rhyming words. Here, hey rhymes with everywhere, together, weather, past, overcast, pleasant, present. Okay, next is figures of speech. Okay, now they went to face and feast together. Look at this here. Face, fees, they both rhyme, so we call this as alliteration because the sound of the letter F, okay, is repeated. Face, fees, okay, they have sound, okay. Next is talked of the future and the past on sunny days or overcast, okay, future, past. Now both these are opposite words. Okay, then sunny days, overcast. Again, both of them are opposite words. So this is antithesis. So future and past are opposite words. Sunny days and overcast also opposite ideas. So this is antithesis. The next one. One day, alas, an eagle flew above them, and before they knew what cloud it shadowed them, the hay hung from her talons and midday. Please pay, my friend, the beetle cried, but the great eagle sneered with pride. You puny, servile, cloddish bug, go off and hide, you ugly mug. Okay, so one day, as the beetle and the hare were, enjoying themselves, talking about, many things under the sun, an eagle flew over them. And before they actually, knew what was happening, it just, swooped down and carried away the hare in its talons, that is its claws. And the hare could be seen hanging in midair. So the beetle began to cry, okay, and it asked the eagle to just pay its friend, just pay the eagle, just leave him, begged. The beetle begged the eagle to spare his friend. But the great eagle sneered with pride. The eagle, snobbed the beetle and told it, you are puny, servile, cloddish bug. Okay, it laughed at it, it scorned the bug and told it, you are, servilous, eager to serve, cloddish, you are stupid, cloddish, a stupid bug. Okay, just get off and hide your ugly mug. Just go about, don't show your face here. Okay, you just go around, just move out of sight and hide your ugly face. Okay, again, here too, we come to the rhyming scheme first. Rhyming scheme, okay, so flew, new, AA, hey, mit, AA, BB, cried, pride, CC, bug, mug, okay, DD. So AA, BB, CC, DD. Okay, so as I said, it's a rhyming couplet here. Okay, so every two lines are rhyming. So rhyming scheme is AA, BB, CC, DD. Okay, next come to the rhyming words. Here, flew rhymes with new, hey, mid-air, cried, pride, bug, mug. Let's come to the figure of speech. But the great eagle sneered with pride. Okay, now the figure of speech here is personification because the human quality of sneering is given to the eagle. Okay, so the figure of speech here is personification. Now, next is, how do you dare assume the right to meddle with my appetite? This is my snack. But have you not heard I'm the great God Zeus's bird? Nothing can harm me, least of all a slow, pathetic, droning ball. Okay, so when the Beetle asked the eagle to spay his friend, it snobbed at him and told him, "How do you dare assume the right to meddle with my appetite? Just don't meddle with my appetite. Okay, the hare is my appetite. The hare is my snack. Have you not heard? I'm the great God Zeus's bird." Okay, so have you not heard that I'm the great God Zeus's bird? Okay, so Zeus is a great god of weather, okay, and the skies. So he was very, very, proud of himself and told the beetle that he was the uh, great god Zeus's bird. Nothing can harm me, least of all a slow, pathetic, droning ball. So he says, nothing on the earth is going to harm me. And that too, you, who's just a very, very small thing. You're just a droning ball. Okay? Just something which hums. Okay? So droning, slow hum. Okay? You are just a humming small thing. Okay? What are you going to do to me? Here, keep your friend's head. And she tore the hare's head off and swiftly bore his bleeding torso to her nest, ripped off his tail and ate the rest. Okay, so in answer to all the begging that this beetle had done, what did the eagle do? The eagle told him, "Here, keep your friend's head. Just keep your friend's head." And what did the eagle do? She tore off the hare's head and she took the entire body, the bleeding torso. Torso is the main part of the body. She took away the bleeding body of the hare to her nest and ripped off his tail, ripped off, broke away, ripped up all the tail, etc. And it ate the rest of the body, the eagle ate. Okay, so it tore off the hare's head and the rest it took away the bleeding body to her nest. Okay, and ate it. So now let's come to the rhyming scheme. Okay, the word right and appetite, they rhyme. Then herd, bird, all, ball, tore, bore, nest, rest. Okay, so AA, BB, CC, DD, EE. Okay, so the rhyming scheme here of this is AA, BB, CC, DD, EE. Okay, then what about the rhyming words? Right, appetite, herd, bird, all, ball, tore, bore, nest, rest. Okay, then come to the figures of speech. Okay, the hare's head off. Okay, now this is alliteration because the sound of the letter H is repeated. Okay, next one. How do you dare assume the right to meddle with my appetite? Okay, so what is it? The figure of speech used here is interrogation. Okay, just see the question mark here. So this is interrogation. Now here it's a rhetorical question is asked here, not for the sake of getting an answer, but for just emphasis. Okay, so interrogation is used here. It's a figure of speech. Next one. Nothing can harm me least of all. Okay, so here nothing and least. Okay, nothing and least both convey the same meaning, the same idea. So this is tautology. Okay, so nothing can harm me least of all, tautology, because nothing and least convey the same idea. Here, now look at the picture here. The eagle has taken away the hare. Okay, swooped down and has taken the hare away. You can see the hare, and this is the beetle. Okay, Then the beetle stared at her friend's head and wished that she herself was dead. She mixed her tears with his dark blood and cloaked his face with cloths of mud. She swore that till her dying breath she would avenge his cruel death, that she would make the eagle pay for what she had performed today. Okay, so when the eagle, threw the head of the her friend, the hair down, okay, she, for some time, the beetle stared at her friend's head, and she herself, because she was so close to her friend, the hare, she wished, she also wanted to die. She wished that she herself was dead. Then what did she do? She began to cry. She mixed her tears with his dark blood and cloaked his face with cloths of mud, and began to clothe his face with cloths of mud. And she swore, she took, she swore that, okay, she promised herself that till her dying breath, she is going to, take revenge for his cruel death. That she would make the eagle pay for what she had performed today. She's going to take revenge on the eagle. She's going to take revenge for what she had performed. Whatever she had done to her friend, she is going to avenge his death. Okay, now let's come to the rhyming scheme. So, head, dead, blood, mud. Okay, breath, death, pay today. So we have AA, BB, CC, DD. Okay, then what about the rhyming words? Head, dead, blood, mud, breath, death, pay today. Okay, then let's come to the figures of speech. And cloaked his face with cloths of mud. Okay, here it is alliteration because the sound of letter C is repeated. Okay, cloak, cloth. Okay, curse sound. Okay, the sound of letter C is repeated. The next one, she would avenge his cruel death. Okay, so cruel death here is transferred epithet because the adjective cruel is transferred from hay to death. Okay, so it's a transferred epithet. Next day, she slowly tracked the trail from drop of blood to tuft of tail, till high up on a mountain crest, she found the huge unguarded nest. Okay, so the next day, she had actually, promised herself that she is going to avenge her friend's death. So what did the beetle do? Slowly, she tracked the trail. So, there's a trail left by the drop of blood. Okay, so there was blood from the drop of blood to a tuft of tail. Okay, she began to track the trail. And she found the till high up on the mountain crest. And where did she find? She found a huge unguarded nest on the top of a mountain. Okay, so the nest was unguarded because the eagle was not there. Okay, and she found the nest high up in the mountain. And at the hour that yesterday, the bird had plunged towards her prey. The beetle, with her 6 short legs, rolled out the mighty eagle's eggs. Okay, so, and at the hour that yesterday, the bird had plunged towards her prey. Okay, so exactly, just as the bird had come swooping down and carried her friend high up. Okay, and in the same way, the beetle too, with her small, short 6 legs, she rolled out the eagle's eggs from the top of the mountain. She left it once, but she could hear the eagle's screams of pain and fear. Okay, so immediately after doing this act or pushing the eggs out of the nest, the beetle just quietly left the place. But she could hear the screams of the eagle, the scream of pain and fear when the eagle came back and found that her eggs were all destroyed. When later she returned and found the broken eggshells on the ground. Okay, so when she returned later, she found that her eggshells were all, broken. They'd fallen. They were seen on the ground. They were all broken, and she began screaming in pain and fear. Okay. Now let's come to the rhyming scheme. Trail, tail, crest, nest. Okay. Yesterday, pray. Legs, eggs. Here, fear. Found, ground. So we have AA, BB, CC, DD, EE, FF. Okay. So the rhyming scheme is AA, BB, CC, DD, EE, FF. Okay, so etc. So as I said, we have two rhymes, two lines rhyme here. Okay, the next one is rhyming words. So trail, fail, crest, rest, yesterday, pray, legs, eggs, here, fear, found, ground. Next is the figure of speech. Next day she slowly tracked the trail from drop of blood to tuft of tail. Okay, so look at that. Here, this is alliteration because the sound of the letter T, track, trail. Okay, then tuft, tail. Okay, here the sound of the letter T is repeated for greater poetic effect. Next one. She left it once, but she could hear. Okay, so she left it once, but she could hear. Look at that. It is repetition because the word she is repeated. Okay, now, so I hope children, you have understood this part of the poem. We'll continue with this in the next session. Till then, go through the video. Okay, thank you.